What's good, everyone? Eric Oakley of Infinite Discs, and I'm out here to test out some Clash discs. I was in Europe recently. I left my Claymore in Norway. No idea what happened to it, but these guys hooked me up with the Barry as something to kind of help me fix it and try and replace it. And then I really got excited to try out, and they hooked it up. So I have a handful of discs. I'm playing the Admiral out here in Mobile for the first time. So I'm gonna get to test these discs on lines and really see what I can do. I have a handful. The mint should be a nice approach disc. Popcorn's gonna be a dead straight flying putter. Pepper looks nice and overstable. It's gonna have some utility. Salt looks like an absolute bomber. Overstable mid-range in the mango. In the berry, I've been throwing this one a little bit. I know exactly what it's gonna do, and it's just bread and butter on a forehand and on a backhand. So I'm excited to dive right into it. I'm gonna give some honest reviews and let you know how and what I think of the Clash discs. Let's go. So I have the Salt. This should be your pretty much bomber distance driver. Gonna hit it on the sidearm gap and really try and push it through the gap and try and get up the hill to land in that landing zone. Ooh, it's a little more stable than I expected. All right, good to know. Nice and stable. Definitely gonna try and push this on hyzer, challenge the back wall on this 464-foot water carry. Definitely feel like if I hit this right, trust the hyzer, let the disc naturally stand up, we have a chance to clear and maybe get that look for two. Come on, baby.
Push.
Oh, just caught the edge. It's kind of a more open hole. Definitely gonna try and push this out there nice and fast. The Salt comes out really fast out of the hand, so definitely trying to see if I can get it over before that overstability kicks in. That was nice. It goes. It's I don't know, it's up there with like other distance drivers on the market. We're in that kind of 12.5, -1.3 concept goes, is that it bombs, it's got stability, it works for backhand and for forehand. Salt's really good. So we just saw how that Salt flew. This Pepper should be much more overstable than that. So I'm definitely gonna try and get this one flat, if not slightly forced over. God, that thing is crazy. Whee! Sick kick. Much more overstable. You could feel it almost instantaneously out of the hand. It was wanting to get back to hyzer. Maybe didn't get as much anhyzer as I was hoping for, but definitely hit it pretty clean. So it's gonna be fun to compare the two and see what you can do with them. The Pepper, even being a faster disc, is nice and overstable, so I can use it as a utility disc. Definitely from the first couple throws I've had with it, I've been very surprised with just how overstable it is. So I'm gonna try it on this shorter hole and see if we can see how quick it pulls out of that anhyzer angle. Say that's pretty quick. Woo! Very good. So we got the Pepper here. I have a tight gap to hit, but all I want to do is try and push this through the gap and let it work to the left. I gotta work it around the corner, and this disc has all the stability in the world to get around there. So let's just let the disc do the work. Ground, please. Jump. Yeah, baby. Pepper. Mango feels nice and overstable. A little deeper than some of the mids that I'm used to, but definitely feel like I'm gonna be able to throw this flat through the gap. And 252 feet should be pretty easy to reach. Just gotta try and keep it straight in the gap and let the disc fade. Wow. Do it! Woo! Way more overstable than I expected. I mean, I feel like I can rip on that thing. I can't wait to put a power grip into that mango. All right, so we're gonna try the mango on a power grip. I'm really gonna try and throw this hard, knowing how overstable it was. I'm gonna try and drive it and keep it straight through the gap and just let the disc do the work. All right. That's the power grip, right? Dude, that thing is a hog. Wow. I am wildly surprised at how overstable that is. It borders into that realm of it's like almost an approach disc with how overstable it is. I'm sure if I throw it, I could maybe even get some nice ground play. Yeah, very surprised how overstable that is. Crazy. So Mango put us in a decent spot. I'm gonna try and throw this popcorn nice and straight. I'm gonna give it slight hyzer, but I'm gonna hit it hard. I'm gonna try the popcorn with a nice straight shot, see if we can get it to hold a nice little turn. Ooh, that is dead straight. Wow, that glides forever.
It went so far.
That was sweet. Popcorn's good. So I got the popcorn here, nice straight hole. This will definitely have some flip up or drift if I hit it flat, but on a hole like this, I just want to throw a nice soft hyzer and let the glide do all the work. Pretty good. I like popcorn. So I think this is where the mint is going to shine. Definitely on these nice touch approaches. I'm gonna try and crack it right at the tree line on the left and just let the disc fade right to the basket. Just like that. Got myself another opportunity. Just throw this mint, just gotta trust it over the water and let the disc do the work. This is the exact shot that I've been really liking the berry for. Just hit it nice in the gap. I can hit it with a little bit of power and know that the glide is going to keep it straight and just push it right towards the basket. Fade. Ooh, a little too straight. But though, nice and straight. All right, so we're gonna see just how much this berry can do. This is a very, very awkward and difficult line to throw this kind of flip up, holding turn forehand. But, you know, I think this disc has the ability to do so. Just need to trust to throw it straight and let it naturally drift.
You could say it's very difficult.
Yeah, it could be very difficult.
Oh.
It was okay. It was close. It was very close.
It looks very good.
It looks very good. When I think about this shot, I just think about throwing the berry. I'll play all day. So I got the berry here. I'm gonna really try and crack this to see how much power it can handle on the forehand. Because if it can handle it, I feel like I can keep this nice and straight through the gap and just let the disc kind of work itself to the right eventually. Even if it stays straight, it'll still be a good throw. Boy, overcooked it. Man, that can handle some nice power. It stayed pretty straight. I feel like if I give that a little bit more hyzer, it's gonna be money. Berry's good. So after getting to test these a little bit on a very, very fun track here at the Admiral, there's a lot to be said about a few of these. The Mango, I think, is a little too overstable for what I was looking for, but if people are looking for that overstable mid-range, it feels comfortable. It's not too deep, but definitely very, very overstable. I think it'll fight the wind really well, and you can play a lot of flex lines with it. I don't know if it necessarily has a spot in my bag, since I don't really bag a disc in that slot. I have something that's slower and like less glidey, but definitely a fun disc to test out. So Mango's solid, but likely not for me. The Salt was a bomber. This thing came out of the hand really fast. It's both good on backhand and forehand. This one's a little flatter. This one was the more overstable one. I could really rip into this and really push it out for some big distance. Not sure if it has, I definitely want to put this through the testing a little bit more, compare it to some of the discs that I have in my bag currently, but this is a really good distance driver. So if you're looking to try something out, definitely try the salt. The mint is a great approach disc. It feels good in the hand. It's a little deeper than what I'm used to for this slot, but it definitely offers some good stability, and if you hit it hard enough, you can keep it straight for a little bit before that fade kicks in. So that's really nice on some approaches, and especially if you want to stretch it out. This is, again, another one that I feel like it's just right out of feel. It's a little too deep, so it's not necessarily like what I'm looking for, but I definitely would love to put more reps in with this just to see what other things I can do with it, because I know I haven't fully discovered all that this disc can do. On to the three that I really feel like I'm wildly impressed with. The pepper. The pepper, to me, is that overstable, reliable disc. I feel like I can rip into this thing both on a backhand and on a forehand. It has utility, but it also feels like it has good enough speed to where if I want to push it out, I can trust that that fade is going to work for me. Doesn't really go that far, but it definitely works as a reliable disc, and I would love to rip it into some headwinds just to see how much it can hold up. Onto the berry. This thing is fantastic. This is the one that I've been using the most. I'm loving it for that control forehand, some backhands. I was using it at D-Glow for both fan grip turnovers and some power grip turnovers. This is probably the most impressive disc that I've thrown from this lineup, and I'm really, really liking it. It complements my Pathfinders perfectly, where I can trust that this will have easy, effortless turn and works really good on that flip up forehand, where the Pathfinder covers a plethora of other mid-range shots. So they go together wonderfully, so it works out awesomely. And then the popcorn. This thing is very good. I'm surprised with how much it glides. It's effortless, it's point and shoot. I feel like I'm gonna be able to work this into a similar spot to, some of my other throwing putters that I like to have a little bit of drift in them. And if I want point and shoot where I might be pinched off, I know that I can throw this and get effortless distance. Feels comfortable in the hand and handles power really well. So really, really good. So been loving this Clash stuff. Definitely looking forward to testing out more of them and getting them through the reps on the courses and maybe even in tournament play. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go give Clash a follow and make sure you check them out. And just support disc golf. Keep being an amazing human. Thanks for watching.